Hi, this is Varuna Anand and you're watching NDTV Tamil. See, textile designing is a term which maybe a few years back somebody was not very familiar with. You know, we always move towards fashion. Fashion is a line which everybody knows because you're designing outfits and attires, and it seemed more attractive to everyone. When we talk about textiles, how do you create fashion? You create it with a textile. So somebody is designing that textile, maybe a print on that textile, a weave on that textile. So textile designing is all about that. It's something which allured me, and I was very intrigued by it. And as destiny rolled, I happened to be in the land which is known for one of the finest textiles from India, which is the Pashmina Shawls from Kashmir. See, by nature, when we go into the history of this product, this is a product, as they called it, the robes of the royals. That's how it started. So it is very intricate work which is done. What we are doing or facilitating in this is, over the years, this art was dying. People, wanted you to believe that you no longer get the fine embroideries which this art was known for. Having got married in that state, I was in Jammu. I am based in Jammu. I realized that the women of that region wear such beautiful shawls, and these shawls are still there. It's just that we don't have the exposure living in other cities about it. So that was the idea. The work is very intricate. This is what, I mean, it is hand embroidery and done so immaculately, which is what these shawls have been known for. And we are just bridging that gap of getting the best for our clients. So it's a collection we present to the clients, and what we emphasize on, we have our absolute premium collection which we call the heirloom collection. The name heirloom giving it away, saying it's a textile which can be passed from generation to generation. This textile can be compared to a piece of art, a piece of jewelry, you know, something which you can pass from one generation to another. I still have people who would come back to me saying, I have a shawl which is my grandmother's, came to my mother, and now I possess it. So how many years are we talking about? So this is a kind of a collector's item. Somebody who is fond of the textile will invest in the textile. So our collection is based on bringing the best of this craftsmanship to people, which is evident for them from the kind of shawls we present. See, Pashmina is by nature a fiber which is only, you only get it in Ladakh. That's where the fiber comes from. And the fiber is then processed in Kashmir, because it's the Kashmiri artisan who has the expertise to weave it as finely as he can weave it. Pashmina is a very warm fiber, and Pashmina is not tush. There is a misconception in the two. Tush is banned, so this is not something which we do. But Pashmina is a warm fiber and a very fragile fiber. What is the art of this shawl making is extensively embroidering a fragile fabric like Pashmina. When you have a needle which goes in, with giving it 7 lakh stitches or 8 lakh stitches, and yet the fabric doesn't tear, it is a piece of art which is eventually created, which is what we are presenting to people, and which is what we are promoting to people, telling them and more about this, that what you pay for is the workmanship. It's not just the Pashmina you pay for. Pashmina is a soft, warm fabric, but you're just not paying for the Pashmina, you're paying for the art which is done on the Pashmina, which nobody else can do. See, there could be shawls, when I could say there could be certain shawls which we very proudly show to our clients. It could have taken about 1.5 years or maybe 2 years to make that shawl. So you always pay for the craftsmanship. I have even encountered times where I have seen these shawls which are there in museums, which are not on Pashmina. Why are they in the museum? They are not there because of Pashmina. They are there because of the workmanship. There were these certain shawls which I've seen in the Udaipur Textile Museum of the Maharana of Udaipur. The shawl is made on ruffle, which is a woolen fabric. But it is from the era when the Punjab rulers were ruling Kashmir. So it is very different, it is very intricate, and it is there because of the craftsmanship which was done on that shawl. So it's always the craftsmanship which has to be taken into account when you look at a Pashmina shawl. So when we talk about our heirloom collection, largely we do the classic patterns. This is an art which goes down many centuries. So we do the classic patterns which have been coming down generations. These classic patterns have been inspired by nature, have been inspired by Mughal architecture. There's the influence, during the Mughal time, they used, the Kashmiris call it the almond motif, or as they call it in their language, the badam motif, which was further made into the paisley with the influence of the West. So we carry on with the classic patterns. We do play around with the colors, but we have to respect the fact that these craftsmen are of artistic temperament. They do not like too much interference in their work. So it has to be done very gently, said that, these are the kind of colors we want, this is what we want, and that's how we present a collection. Absolutely, because those are the kind of clients who want to come to me. They're not somebody who just want to wear a Pashmina shawl because, they need to wear it. They're somebody who are coming to me because they want the finest in this. Those are the kind of clients we have, and those are the kind of people we interact with. And being here in Chennai, I would say the exposure of art and craft is so much that people are very well aware of it. You don't even have to give as much of an explanation about it. In the north, people wear it because it's the need. Exactly. You have to wear a warm, covering in winter. But it's amazing to sell in Chennai and knowing people's knowledge about the craft. Yes, I have been now coming to Chennai for many years, and like I said, I'm passionate and I enjoy selling in Chennai. The interaction with people is enlightening and it's very encouraging, very encouraging. See, the most important thing, I go to many cities. I travel to many cities, and the kind of interaction I have with people over here, their knowledge, their appreciation, I admire it. Handicraft, India has a very rich heritage of handicraft. Every state has a handicraft to boast about. I just happen to be from Jammu and Kashmir, and I am promoting, being a textile designer, I am promoting the art from there. We must take pride in our culture and our heritage, and I see a lot of that in Chennai, which I think is remarkable and which people should follow. We must take pride in our own textiles from our country, handicrafts from our country. And Chennai is a place where I think it is very predominant, and I think that's what brings me back to Chennai all the time. So the Splendor of Kashmir per se is does not have a shop. I don't have a retail outlet. My module of selling is online and through exhibitions only. So in Chennai, I'm here at Evoluzioni, and I'm so happy to be here. So I'm selling online to a lot of people through my website, and I carry shows pan-India. So that's how I sell. Huge encouragement, I would say, from a housemaker turning into an entrepreneur at 42. I think these awards come as the first award I got, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I checked with them twice. What are you saying? Are you saying I've got an award? Really? Oh, okay. So that was the first award which I got, which was the Times Woman Achievers Award from JNK. And after that, I got one from Business World as the Creative Entrepreneur 2019. So these are a form of huge encouragement, and growing up reading stories about influential women and how they started, you actually don't think you'd ever reach or fit in those kind of shoes. So I think it's very, very encouraging, and makes me want to do better. Please do come by and do have a look at my collection. I'm sure I'll have a lot to hear from you. Thank you so much.